What up and what's poppin'? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Gold Network. We're burning the books alive. 4-0 on NBA picks yesterday. Clean sweep. Therefore, I am joined by my special guest, El Brumo, also donning the Rasheed jersey because the ball don't lie. Back with my best bets in the NBA for March 7th. First up, the only play, I capped these last night, the only line that has moved for the positive. Cade Cunningham of the Detroit Pistons over 21.5 points, minus 104 odds over at FanDuel, was 113 last night. He's had 21 points or more in his last 6 out of 7 games, 22 points or more in his last 5 out of 7, 22 and 41 the last 2 versus Brooklyn, who allows the 6th most points to point guards. Man, the Nets are abominable. I think Cade should be able to get anything he wants. Dennis Schroeder will be guarding him. It's not a lockdown defender. So that's my cap on that. But speaking of Dennis Schroeder, in the same game, Dennis Schroeder over 6.5 assists, minus 130 odds at Bet365. 7, 8, 9, 8 assists in his last 4 games. 7 and 9 assists in his last 2 games versus the Detroit Pistons, who allow the 8th most assists to point guards. Next, don't go nowhere, man. We in the same game. Jalen Duren, our boy, who's known to not cover sometimes, but he's covered so many times, we don't even be tripping. I was going to make this a lean. I like it too much. It makes too much sense in my brain. Jalen Duren of the Detroit Pistons. Dennis Schroeder plays for the Brooklyn Nets. Jalen Duren of the Detroit Pistons over 10.5 rebounds, minus 120 odds at DraftKings. He's had 10 rebounds or more in his last 6 out of 7 games, 15 rebounds in the last game versus the Brooklyn Nets, who allow the 6th most rebounds to centers. If Jalen Duren don't go out there and grab 13 to 15 rebounds on Nicholas Claxton's head top, I don't know. If he doesn't, Isaiah Stewart was just in the way. Next, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks over 32.5 points, minus 120 odds over at FanDuel, 125 now, I believe. Hit this line in the last 3 and in the last 6 out of 7 games, 34 and 42 points in his last 2 games versus the Miami Heat. Josh Richardson out for the season. Kyle Lowry gone. He wasn't no defensive match anyway. So they're going to be rolling out Terry Rozier. So Terry Rozier is going to be trying to guard Luka. Or Caleb Martin. Or they might even put Jimmy on him. Barbecue chicken to all of the above options. All right, Luka over 33. That should be easy money. That should be barbecue chicken. Last but not least, the Joker, Nikola Jokic, over 25.5 points. You can get a 24.5 points at minus 140 odds over at PointsBet, but Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets over 25.5 points, minus 120 odds over at DraftKings. He's had 25 points or more in his last 4 out of 6. In his last 3 versus Boston, he's had 29, 30, and 34 points. In his last 5 versus the Unicorn, the Zingod, Kristaps Porzingis, he's had 34, 31, 29, 34, 35, and 26. All dating back, this dates all the way back to his days with the Mavericks. All right? So, in conclusion, we'll be taking a little bit of Detroit basketball. Cade Cunningham over 22 points. Dennis Schroeder, 7 assists. Jalen Duren, 11 rebounds. Luka the Don, 33 points. And the Joker, Nikola Jokic, 26 points or more, unless you grab that 25 over on PointsBet. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily sports betting videos and analysis. Let's keep burning them. As always, I will see you tomorrow. I'll probably see you a little later as I got a Puck Talk video and I'm going to try to go live. Parlays and Builders will be over on Twitter. We smacked some parlays last night. So don't meet me there. Beat me there. Love, peace, and fish grease.